More than 5 million students across England, Wales and Northern Ireland are getting their GCSE results today. There's been a 2.1% drop in candidates getting A star to C, and girls are continuing to outperform boys. Sky's Becky Johnson has been at Congleton High School in Cheshire this morning and asked some of the students there about why overall results are worse this year.
Yeah, I got 1 A star, 2 A's, 5 B's and then 2 C's and then 2 distinctions.
Fantastic. And why do you think overall the grades have dropped?
I'm not too sure, but it all depends on the individual, like if they've revised. Maybe they thought it was harder, I thought it was harder, but it all depends on the individual, really.
We've also seen, again this year, girls outperforming boys. Do you know why that might be?
I guess girls might tend to see GCSEs a bit more seriously and might want to work harder for them.
I feel like some of the questions didn't really link to the modules that we're learning throughout the year.
Well, Marcus Ereira is the director of Tavistock Tutors, who provide private lessons for GCSE students. When you look at the grades that we've seen today, what's your reaction to them? A drop in those getting the highest grades and still girls outperforming boys?
Firstly, thank you for having me. We've had phenomenal results coming from our students. I think ultimately moving the goalposts and making exams harder might have an effect, might play a part in that. And what we should be focusing on is improving teachers within the schools rather than continuously changing the syllabuses and the exams that are set.
You represent Tavistock Tutors, obviously a tutoring company. How is business at the moment? Are you finding more and more families are coming to look for your services to bolster the education that children are getting?
Most definitely. Business is doing very well. I find in this knowledge-based economy, people of all ages, we have students from preschool up until adult learners who are looking to sit corporate examinations, relearn things that they studied at university or may not have studied. And everyone's trying to kind of keep up in this knowledge-based economy and make sure that they're kind of ahead of the curve and continuously learning.
But obviously the kind of people you will help will be some of the people who are doing resets, and that is something that has been factored into the GCSE results this time round. Are resets really valuable? Do you find that people's grades really improve dramatically at a reset, or is it only a small increment that they're able to improve by?
I mean, I personally set up this business after dropping out of school, so if you'd asked me then, did I think exams and resets are important, I would have said no. Having got into this business from a different standpoint to most of our competitors, looking at it more from a business point of view rather than kind of an academic, I find now, having been doing this for 7 years, that exams are very important. And if a student needs to resit to get to a certain level, that could be fundamental in them closing those gaps and making sure that they do know what they know to go on to the next step.
But what about the grading system, which is changing? It's going from ABC to 9, 8, 7. Do you think that is going to make any real difference?
No, I mean, not really. They're changing it from a kind of a letter grade to a number. I think universities and employers will find a way to kind of measure a student's success in the same way. What I would like to encourage the Department of Education to do is, really help teachers improve. And this is something that Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation do a lot of in the US. And statistics have shown that the best performing schools in countries that rank highest out of the OECD countries are ones that give teachers the very best feedback. That's something we don't do. So I think we should look at ways to improve teaching and within schools, rather than focus on the change of grades.
Okay, Marcus Ereira from Tavistock Tutors, thanks very much.
Great, thank you for having me.
Let's just bring you more details.